It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to touchdown. Antonio Gibson from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. Worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Watson's throw pulled in by Lamb. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Here's Watson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw is Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead. How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating. It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula? No, I just know the higher the number, the better. Yeah, that's what I've been told, that's what I know. I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. It's caught. Lockett. And some space here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. CeeDee Lamb, 69 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kyle Pitts.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interest. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Once again, we see the Seahawks line up to go for two. Now it's Watson. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for two late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 3. This one completes to Kelvin Harmon.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Threw my head in the boat.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. CeeDee Lamb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Here's Watson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons offense set to go. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He'll find Bateman once more. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Check.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.